Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. So in this video I just updated OBS to version 0.16.2, which is for Windows 64-bit. So right now I've been playing with OBS for some time, and I usually record games using OBS. So OBS is a basic solution for all your recording needs because it's free. You don't have to pay anything for this. uh, for people out there who are trying to use OBS for live streams and everything, I've tried it all. I've experimented my share on open broadcast software. So I'll just share some details with you that might be helpful for you for recording and for YouTube. So right now this is the basic screen which you are seeing, and what I've done is I'm capturing this with a display capture. So just right click here, and if you select display capture, it will automatically start capturing your screen. So for people who want OBS to record specific screens, always use game capture instead of display capture, because whenever you use display capture, it will start capturing whatever is there on your screen. And I'm sure that you would never want anything from your screen when you are playing a game, right? So make sure that you use a game capture. So right now I've played 3 games over here, like Witchers 2, Crisis 3 and Max Payne. So these are different games that I capture, and the reason why I have these in my sources is each of this would capture only the game that I've named here, because you have to configure an exe file or select an exe file for capture. So the moment I start playing Crisis, and if I select Witchers 2, the screen would be blank. So it works that way. So let's cover up some settings over here, basic settings that are necessary. So for people who want to stream and do not have a good internet connection or a good upload speed, so I would like to tell them that basically to upload in 720p, 30 frames per second, all you need is an up speed of 3.5 MB, 3.5 Mbps. uh, that is bare minimum, because to connect to a gaming server, say for example if you're playing Max Payne, you will have to sign in into this game, and your achievements would be saved. So this game would require some internet connection, some of your internet connection. So that is necessary, and basic 3.5 is necessary to upload in 720p. And for people who are in India, I would suggest that you uh, basically try avoiding live streams until and unless you don't have a good internet connection. For me, I have a connection of 1 Mbps up and 2 Mbps down, which is effective. I checked that on Ookla. Okay, so you can check that yourself on Ookla. This would be the mix. Oh yes, there are two websites, speedtest.net and Ookla. So I would leave this link in my description, uh, if you want to check that out. So I tried it many times, and I found out that the max speed was 1 Mbps. So what this means is, the bitrate. Whenever you come to streaming, there is a bitrate over here. Okay, so this bitrate, it is essentially the basic thing for one. Say it's actually the speed on which you can upload the video. So if I have a 1 Mbps connection, the maximum bitrate that I would be using would be 1000. Okay, so by default it is set to 2500 by OBS, which is 2.5 Mbps. So mostly people suggest that you should always use 80% of your bandwidth on in ear. But to be frank guys, using 800 or 900 a bit rate, you might be able to stream it, but for people who are going to watch your videos, the videos would have a crappy quality. So I would suggest not to do that. uh, so the higher the bit rate, the higher is the quality. Okay, and the frame rate here, CBR, rate control. So CBR would mean constant bitrate, and VBR would mean variable bitrate. So you might have seen some videos on YouTube wherein if you are playing first person shooter or the scenery changes uh, very rapidly, like Counter Strike or Max Payne, or say some other first person shooter like Crisis 3. So scenery keeps on changing because you're not in a place, in a simple place. So constant, keep this bit rate constant so that you don't find some pixelated areas in your screen. Okay. And for streaming, if you have an okay type of connection, 2500 is recommended, just even to to get you streaming your stream a little quality, so that people don't turn away from your video. Now the keyframe interval is 4, which is required by YouTube. Okay, so the best thing over here is using this CPU preset to fast. So I have an AMD 8350. So I always try to monitor it, you know so this is a suit that I use to monitor my CPU. I have all the temperatures going on, and basically what this does is, if you have a fairly good CPU which can handle processing videos, uh, you can set this to fast. So I've set this to fast so that I give some load on my CPU rather than putting that on my graphics card. So my CPU does the job. I kind of try to balance the job between my CPU and my GPU. So I keep this to fast. If you have a very weak CPU, use ultra fast, but the quality is going to suck, guys. Let me be true to you. The quality won't be good at all. You won't like it. Profile would be main. Okay. So these are essentially things that you might do. Also, if you rescale output, okay, right now I'm recording currently with OBS, so it won't allow me to change this. So rescale output is, say if you are playing in 1080, and you want the output to be in 720p, you can do that from here. But I would recommend you that, if you want to upload a video on 720p, you know refrain from putting an additional load on your GPU, so that try playing the game in 720p itself. If you want to upload a video, this would save your processor some hassle to go through the conversion and all. Okay. And the encoder should be X264. For now I have been recording videos with this. I've also tried using my GPU for that, but the quality does not please me, so I use this. So over here you have recording. Okay, these two tabs, one is for streaming, one is for recording. So for when recording, you might see that I use 5000 over here, which means for every second of video, uh, 5 MB is the buffer that I keep. Okay. And rest everything is fine, the same. You don't have to change it. And the recording format, try to keep it as MP4. This is widely accepted over Twitch, over YouTube and everything. So you would save yourself some time, just for the conversion. Okay. So another thing that is necessary in YouTube is the stream. So whenever you go to your dashboard or YouTube dashboard to get this particular stream, all you have to do is uh, just go on YouTube, click on Creator Studio. Okay. And when you click on Creator Studio, there would be a live stream tab over here. So just click on live stream tab, and if you go down here, you will find the stream key. Use the stream key in OBS so that you can automatically stream directly to YouTube. Okay. So far this is the only thing that you might need. um, for people who stay in India, I've seen that people who have good internet connections do stream at 1080p, but that is a different scenario. I personally stay in Pune, and right now I don't have that sort of connection where I can go about streaming at 1080p. There's also a new tab over here which is advanced. So um, the only thing that I use over here is this duration. Okay, so basically it will delay your stream by 77 seconds, and you can see that there is a 27 MB usage that it would require. So why I did this is because I have a limited speed of upload, and by doing this I give my internet connection some time to process the video and start uploading it. Okay, so I would suggest you to keep this higher. Okay, but this would go on increasing. So right now 77 was a sweet spot for me, so I kept that to 77. And if you have multiple internet connections like I do, so you can always bind it to a IP, so that it will use only that IP to stream the video. Rest everything is the similar, the same, carry forwarded from uh, the other versions of OBS. Okay, so previously it used to have some problems, okay, in sampling, uh, which would, when you use your GPU, it samples some video from you, and 62 sample sorry 16 samples and 32 samples. So that part, we'll leave that for later on. If you have any doubts about this, do let me know in the comment section, and I would try to cover as much as possible about OBS or streaming on YouTube. So if you have any queries regarding this, do let me know, especially for people in India. uh, you know I was not able to find some really good people who have explained OBS. I had to experiment myself to get things sorted out for me, which would have saved a lot of time for me if there were people who had uh, uploaded videos considering Indian situations. So right now I can relate to everyone who might be streaming from India on YouTube. So if you have any doubts, any queries, do let me know about it. And until then, stay tuned.